Hey guys, it's Joan here. Welcome back to my channel. And I've been meaning to create this particular video for a very long time because honestly I haven't made any videos. And at the same time, I've been just focusing on myself lately because a lot of things has been going on, good and bad. So I just honestly didn't even know where to start when it came to what I had to say in this video. So here it goes. First off, this channel reached 1,000 subscribers, and that might not mean a lot to you, but to me, if you told 17-year-old me that, she probably would not believe it. Because when I was 17, I created a YouTube channel where I would write songs and sing and play guitar and record videos and post them on YouTube. Until one day, a bunch of girls would post those videos on their Facebook pages and would just make fun of me. And that scarred me for life, to the point that I never even wanted to sing in the public ever again. And this is not a sob story that, where it's like, oh no, even though you might feel that way. But at the same time, I just ended up focusing on other things that I love to do. So I do sing occasionally if it's like karaoke or something like that, but maybe in a sense, I don't know, I just, like I said, I ended up focusing on other things. So going back now, currently, to think that I reach even 1,000, whereas before I thought no one would ever want to watch my videos, is really hard to believe. And so I created this YouTube channel because I wanted to share and document whatever I did photography related. And then at the same time, I felt like you would think that the internet would have all the answers to your questions, but still I would have questions unanswered. And then when I would find the answers, I would think to myself that maybe someone else out there would have the same questions. So I wanted to create videos that maybe could help someone out there. And that's what I did. And I was creating videos consistently with my friends, and then afterwards life happened and I decided to go back to school. So if you don't know, I never got my undergraduate degree. I went to college for photography, but I dropped out, and I ended up just wanting to focus on getting more experience. And then now I am in school, and instead of focusing on photography, I am focusing on filmmaking. And that doesn't mean I don't do photography anymore. It's just another skill set that I'm trying to get better at. And so I was creating videos, and then I got into a relationship. And I'm not going to go into depth of what happened, but long story short is that I learned a lot from it, good and bad. And at the same time, I know myself better now that I should always follow my instincts. And I appreciate any sort of positivity that ever came out of that relationship, but at the same time, I honestly still processing it all, if that makes sense. After that relationship, I got out, and now I am focusing on myself and focusing on being more true to who I am and getting back to figuring out my identity. Because I feel like in any relationship, especially a breakup, you kind of get codependent on the person, and then you don't necessarily remember how it was like when you were not in that relationship. So another thing that I've been currently working on is making another channel, which is just like this, creating videos of me talking about past experiences or things I'm working on, or just me rambling, because YouTube is like, out of all the platforms, a place for me to just vent. But on YouTube you just are able to sit and let the video play and listen. It's like storytelling. So I appreciate that, and when that channel is ready, I will let you guys know. And I just also want to thank my friends and family because they are supportive in anything and everything that I do. But I also learned that while going through anything and everything that I go through, you learn as you go that there's a lot of other people out there that might not be good for you, and you just need to follow yourself and trust your instincts that you should not associate. And that's something that I really want to say, is that I'm working on a project about authenticity, where it's really important to speak your truth and to be able to communicate verbally, in a sense where, like, I get really annoyed when it comes to text messages and people responding their feelings with using an emoji, just because I feel like they think it's a shortcut into expressing how they feel. And that also makes me worried for the future, because I prefer conversing one-on-one, whether it's in person or on the phone or even a video call. But when it comes to just words, like, yeah, you can express yourself through words, but like literally words, not like words that are chopped up or like a heart. It's like, what? People think that's a shortcut, but in the end of the day, it gets misleading, and it takes even more time to decipher it sometimes. And I just get frustrated. Topics like that I want to sometimes talk about, but I don't want it to mix with this channel, because this channel is like more of my projects and what I work on. And even though they might relate to those topics, I sometimes just want to express how I feel, kind of like a therapy session. Oh, and that's also another thing. After my breakup, I really worked on myself, meaning like I would run on the track field every day in the beginning, and then I consistently go to the gym. I read a lot of self-help books, watched a lot of videos on the same topics. I joined support groups, went back to therapy, did a lot of things just because I just wanted to get better. And honestly, being in front of this camera right now, it takes a lot. It takes a lot for me to do that, because most days I'm crying, most days I don't want to do anything, most days I just want to shut the world because of how society is. Despite everything, I keep reminding myself that I need to keep going, and no matter how hard it is. And so that's why also I want to create this other channel, because I want it to be a place where I could document my progress. And another thing is that maybe someone else out there feels like giving up, and me talking about what I've endured and my feelings might relate to you guys, and that you in a sense won't feel alone, because loneliness is such a hard feeling to deal with sometimes. And another topic, see, it just keeps happening in my head. There's this frustration of mine where there's this film photography community, and I am not against men, because most of my friends are guys. But I get sad because I feel like they are such a clique that I don't even know at first like how I would even ever be able to hang out with them. Not like they're bad people, but sometimes I feel like, I don't know, maybe because I haven't even reached out, but I'd like to be a part of, you know, their hangouts. Film photography is something that we all love. Not all, but many people of us love. But in a sense, the people that do it on YouTube, I would hope that we would all be able to hang out and do meetups, and it's not just such a cliquey thing. It kind of makes me upset, and I think that's also sometimes why I don't want to create videos. Not because I create it for them, but like, I don't want people to think that also that people can't hang out with me. Like, I created a photo social club That is something I never announced. I created a photo social club at my studio with my friends because I wanted people to interact with each other more, whether they were a professional photographer or not. I wanted people that if they have photography to share at all, that they would have a space to show it and there would be no judgment. And it's been really successful so far. You know, people have been hanging out and interacting with each other outside of the club, and that's what I would hope the YouTube community would be like, for not just film photographers, but like for people to just be more engaging and sociable, and not just be like having a personality online and then you just have to comment in order to be able to talk to them. But then when you really want to meet them in person, it's like they seem so different. So that's what I would like to hope for progress. That just opens up the conversation, that if any of you guys are ever in the New York City area and want to meet up, like, let me know, as long as you're not a creeper. Also, I miss these guys, 35 Studio. If you don't follow them, I swear it's not sponsored. So that's pretty much it for now. And I just want to say, if you watched until right now, thank you so much. It means a lot. And